Hey, Solus. Agent Solo, Matt Rice here. Another week of solvable crowdfunding games, and I'm going to run through since last Thursday. I'm a day late again this week. I'm trying to get on top of as much as I can in the week. I probably will miss a few as usual. If I do, please let me know. I'll try and add it in for next week. And there's still plenty going on. October's a very busy month with solo games. And by the end, please, let me know, comment what you think is the best of the week for you or what you think you're going back. I'm always interested to see what people's thoughts are on these campaigns. And of course, guys, like and subscribe if you like what you see and you want to see more of this kind of stuff. I do this weekly. So please have a like and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. First one I've got here is the spooky double feature with the Dyson Crusoe reprint from Gabe Barrett. So this is the solo game of the month series. He's got two coming out this one. So I think there may have been one missed last month. I could be wrong with that. So we've got Haunted Transylvania, Escape from Route 2, and also Dyson Crusoe, which, by the way, has delivered to backers. And it's getting some good praises so far from the people that I've talked to. I don't have it myself, but um, I backed Cursed Castle a couple months ago. Looking forward to that one myself. Anyway, it's 377% funded. Got 613 backers. Doing pretty well here. It's a single player only. Double feature in the same box. Looks things. Two games in one box. To get Route 52. It's a roguelike card game where you have to escape a dangerous and haunted road. Two cards. Weapons and equipment need to deal with them. Each round you deal with 4 cards at a time in search of the resources necessary to fix your truck and leave the hateful road. Ooh. And it also got Hunted Transylvania. The card-only survival game that features an expanded yet streamlined version of the Hunted. So the usual tropes for Halloween and horror films like Frankenstein, Wolfman. Where you can just survive to the finale, where you'll face off against one of multiple different sets of big bads, such as the infamous Count Dracula and his devoted brides. And you can get Dawson Crusoe as a reprint if you like what you see from people. I'm sure there's plenty of videos coming up of that game as well. This is what you get, just one cards, small sort of games, $24 for the double feature. You can get a print and play, $24 if you want to get Dyson Crusoe. And you can get it as an add-on in this one. So I'm not sure if you have to pledge. I don't think so. I think you can just purely get that if you wanted to as well. Bit of the gameplay down here. Gameplay for the Transylvania. Yeah, so it's the hunted style. A bit of a push a lot card game. There's some videos here of some playthroughs. And the reprint of Dawson Crusoe. And then some shipping down here. Alrighty, let's go to the next one. Next big one of the week. Which, I'm a big fan of Tristan Hall's All or Nothing Games series. I've loved Glim of Kilforth. Valwraith, I haven't got myself, but I've seen it play. Looks really good. Creel Manor just delivered to people as well. So they've released this one, Sublime Dark. Got 682 backers. It's doing quite well. It's overfunded. All game for 1 to 4 players. A brutal experience of dark terror, Halloween horror. So well timed with the Halloween stuff. As I said, 12 creators done a few different games here. So £65 for the early worm. £70 for the actual base game. £105 for the all-in early worm. £140 for the Sublime all-in. It's pricing in hours of the games. You get 100 encounter cards. Okay, so you have what? Fear, joy, and grief. Okay. 12 delve cards. Series of connected games or delves in a campaign. All right, so it's like separate scenarios, but combined to a campaign. 20 Aramite cards. 100 Aramite action cards. Soul cards. Okay, 36 crisis cards, relic cards, action cards, standees, add-ons, you get a promo pack. So there's a campaign play. It's over different delves. So you like have different scenarios that you can sit down, play for an hour, then come back to it another night. No stretch goals, which I don't mind. You got 4 resource counters here. Motions can be gained or spent by carrying out actions overcoming encounters. Increases rage by 1 point. These motions can then be spent to fend off eremites or resolve counters. Right, so these are like your resources that you got to keep in balance, some kind of balance. You can play true solo, which is great. That's why I love their series, like Limit Kill Force. It's definitely true solo. So it was Cruel better than the new game that's coming out. Whole exploration. I think delivering world-class games. The rest we'll extend it off of 25% off our entire backlog of Fabled games, rare expansions, and promos. Simply use the following code on any order from our web store. It's quite nice. The artwork is always fantastic. And there's your shipping. All right, let's go to the next one. Next one I've got for the week. Earth 2053, Tipping Point Cooperative Survival Board Game. It's funded, 200%. Save Earth by balancing human need and sustainability in this deep strategic co-op solo board game. So 6 created here. We got, was it €45 for the English version? You get 2 lots of it. Ooh. Physical, represented by the physical seesaw. Yeah, right. So it is actually a tipping point. Taking it quite literally. This is what you get. A lot of cards, disaster cards, you get the player boards. That's unique. Like seeing something that tip over. I mean, when I was growing up in the 80s and stuff like that, there was 80s, early 90s, there was games like that. But not as fancy looking as this. If the seesaw tips to the pollution side, all players collectively lose. You're right. So it's like just a weight balancing game. I like its ambition to try something different, and then with cards, trying to get your resources. Solo, let's play. There's someone there. On Tabletop Simulator. There's some stretch goals. Once a culture was got a preview. Yeah, right. I haven't heard of this one, but I'm intrigued. Definitely intrigued. Something different than the shipping down here. All right, next one I've got for the week is Legends Odyssey. Needs a little bit of help to get there. Modular card game. The perfect fusion of board games, RPG, and trading collectible card games to discover 4 game modes and mobile app companion. It's their first created. $49 for a starter pack. $168 for boost starter pack and a display booster. $400 for deck holder. Merchants, retailers, heaps of stuff. 2,000 Gs. They're wonderful players. 4 different game modes. Okay. So I have to use an app. 4 game modes. I'm wondering, this is a more personal opinion here. I'm wondering if it's trying to do too much. It's got an app, it's got 4 different game modes. It's meant to be trading. It's coming across as like a TCG, but is it or is it not? Is it, or is it like an LCG where it's like guaranteed what you get? I have a feeling it's not. Not sure. Sure buys. Doesn't really tell you much about the gameplay. I could see why it has struggled to get funding so far. Anyway, there's our shipping. All right, next one. Mage Noir. It's well funded, 422 backers. This has been out before. It's a wonderful play game. I haven't played it myself. What have we got here? So new Mage starter bundle, €59. €79 if you're returning. €179 if you want everything. Hang on, like returning Mage all in. New Mage Explorer. If you want the all in, that's going to cost you almost €600. Wow, so I didn't know it was lying around that long. I thought it was only been around for a few years, but obviously built up a lot of cards. So it is wonderful, but there's a 2-player mode. How do you play single player? Shared amount pool. Cast your cards. Your pledges again. Where to play? So I'll up simulator if you want to give it a go. Well, videos, Rado's gone. Solo co-op. The game also features solo co-op modes with the Lone Mage expansion. This expansion won't be easy to beat. 3 tough adversaries. So it's, yeah, I'm not sure if it uses everything from the game. I'm not sure the weak druid scenario. So it's mainly, I think, more 1v1 or 2v2. But for those interested, there it is, and there's the shipping. All right, next one, Fabled the Spirit Lands. It's got an expansion now as well, 1 to 5 players. It's not quite reached its goal yet. Build your path in a dynamically changing world, engine building strategy game from the studio behind City of the Great Machine. Crowd Games. For $20 for the expansion, $49 for the full set. Okay. It consists of 3 exciting modules that can add to your game. For competitive and solo cooperative games. Kimberly has had a go at it. Against the Spirits. Stella from Maple University. David Wabright's had a look at this one as well. Create land as you play. Abandon location with no sages sink into oblivion. Okay. I'll move, you move. Along with the other means, you move both your and your opponent's sages forward by announcing a location type. Okay. Maths of Wisdom. Collecting, convert, spending, accumulate. Each card is unique. I still don't understand what I'm doing. What's included? You get a bunch of stuff. Cards. What's included? Expansion. One no stretch goals, which is fine. I have a feeling there's a lot of it's getting more and more into the zone with no stretch goals, which I'm actually fine with because generally the stretch goals I find are like you can just tell they're going to be part of the game anyway. But it's kind of cool. I guess they should be calling them reveals or something like a daily reveals is what new thing will be added in the game that we were going to plan, but this is what's in the game if you want to have a quick reveal. But I guess that's part of the updates if they still don't know how solo works. But I guess this is the expansion, so there's probably a previous campaign. This is a little bit better. Solo mode. You may play Fabled with solo in a group of 2 to 4 human players against a full-blooded game controller. 5 advanced scenarios, it said. Okay. So do you walk along this path, I guess? Yeah, we'll have to look at some videos like how it really works. Like Kimberly's got one here too. Might help. For me personally, definitely a lot of videos play through. That's fantastic. And some how to play as well. Okay, that's better. That's better. And shipping costs down here somewhere. Which doesn't say too much. It just says how it's subsidized. Okay, next one. And unfortunately for this one, Day.exe has had to cancel within a day or so. I don't know what it reached up to. It doesn't say. I just remember seeing they had to cancel it really quickly. And I heard it was like on its way, but just not as good as it wants. And it's going to bring up the old discussion of like, well, it's going to fund. But obviously they're funding, yeah, this is what happens. All of the board games funding goals are lower than what they actually need. The real funding goal is like hidden away. But you know, it's a shame. I guess obviously it's not going to hit what they wanted to, so they have to go back and retool. So we'll talk about it when it comes back again. Hopefully it does. Next one I got is Planet of the Apes Adventures board game. 176 backers. It's 70% funded, so it's on its way. Cooperative scenario-based board game set between the second and third films of the Caesar trilogy. Okay. There's a trailer. Play style and take on a variety of scenarios with adjustable for difficulty levels. We can be co-op. Here's your contents. Looks like there's an expansion of the stretch goals. Tells you what you get in each expansion. How to play. There's a video. Place trees in it. So is it like a skirmish game? Or is it more like adventure crawling or dungeon crawl style? Orders. Choose one of your order cards. Okay, so you choose and gives you like a list of small actions that you can do during your turn. Okay. So it's one of those sort of games like you draw, like, okay, I want to do these 3 actions in this order. Something like that. I'm not sure. Use 4 dice. Soldier defends with 3 dice. Okay, so dice combat. They level up. Okay. Tabletop simulator, excellent. Here's your pledges, €200 for all in, €100 for the basic offer. Gameplay all in, 150. There's our shipping. Let's get moving on. Ultimate Voyage, 1 to 4 players. Final quest of the treasure fleet. Commanding treasure fleet across the 7 seas in this midweight historical strategy game. It's funded, so congratulations, 128 backers. Their first create as well, so that's even better. Hong Kong dollars with 475 for the base edition. Expansion bundle, 169 Hong Kong dollars, which is 148 my US. So there's US there, sorry, 99 US. Exclusive, Kickstarter exclusive. Okay. A bit of a background. Okay. Game that almost certainly has no counterpart in your collection, apparently. Where you sail, trade, combat, explore, negotiate, and construct. A lot of different actions. That might be pretty strategic. Unlike many games where solo play feels watered down or Voyage goes all out with a dynamic, ever-changing game style that keeps you on your toes. This level of respect for solo players is a huge plus in my book. Okay, so you can check that as a link there too if you want to check out what that person has to say. Daphne must be a solo player. Dynamic interactions. Punishing cooperation, but there must be like a solo mode, I imagine. Solo and quick play rules. Enjoy a streamlined version of the game with quick play rules or challenge yourself in solo mode against an automated European explorer. I'm not sure if that means you can play with all components. It kind of sounds like you don't, because you're playing as this admiral, so maybe that's only 1 character. I don't know. Components look kind of cool. Roll 3 deity dice. Action phase. Each player defends an action. Resolve any events and term the turn order. Game ends. How to play? There's Drunkard's Games. Does 1. Maple University Stella does 1. Few how to plays. There's someone doing a solo adventure there. The most epic solo adventure. I'll have to check that one out. I'm intrigued, definitely intrigued. A lot of people had their hands on it to do videos, which is kind of cool. A lot of videos. Okay, how to back, stretch goals. The stretch goals shipping is right there. Alrighty, next one I've got is Knitting Circle, doing really well. It's probably actually the most funded one so far. I think it's beating Sublime. If I quickly check Sublime. Go back up. Yes, it is. 57 days to go. Oh my God. A long campaign. Haven't seen one long for a long time. 3,266 backers. That's really good. So it's people that did Calico, Cascadia, and Verdant. So another one with a cat on the front. AEG. It's a known company for ages. I've got, oh, Jesus, from them, it'd be like Thunderstone Advance. Be one of my earliest ones I've got of theirs. No, I thought it was pretty good game. Totally different theme. We got Flat Out Games. Ooh, but how come it says AG? Must be both. Interesting. So you can follow along. There's print and play version, $29 for the Kickstarter version, $56 to get 2 of them. If you want 500 of them, get $165. Founders Edition. Okay. Kimberly's had a look at it. Mirado's had a look at it. Wonderful players. So they're also like puzzly type games, Coleco, Cascade. So I assume this is no different. Yeah, I'd like the interactive puzzle with quick drafting simultaneous play. Yes. There's cat tokens for those that want their cat tokens. Okay. How to play. Draft. Techno is drafting yarn tiles. Okay. Craft. Simultaneously use yarn tiles to carry out actions. Add yarn tiles or sequences, alternating between knit tiles and pearl tiles to try to match the objectives. So you've got to get an objective to get the points. Score request cards. That's it. Okay. Solo mode. You can play solo but it's easy to set up and closely simulates the multiplayer experience through a simple solo opponent. Okay, so you play against someone. Solo achievements, rules, modifications. Yeah, cool. Solo mode on and Slicker Drips just had to go. Solo mode scenarios and achievements are in every one of these flat games, and they all work brilliantly. Alrighty, they've got a massive backlog of games. Cascade is very well popular. There's playthroughs down here. Shipping down here. All right. Next one. I got one on Backerkit from Indie Boards and Cards. And it's well funded, doing really well. 930 backers. The Magnus Protocol Mysteries. Mystery game based on the hit podcast by Rusty Quill. I don't know who that is, but I imagine a lot of people must do because it's doing really well. And I haven't checked out Backerkit in a long time properly. It's 1 to 8 players. I think it's a social deduction game. I wonder if it's really better with more players, but we'll see what they say about solo mode. Okay, it's a horror anthology podcast and standalone sequel to the award-winning podcast. If you love deduction mystery games, horror, and the supernatural, this is a game for you. Every case begins with a recorded audio file. That's kind of cool. Floppy disk. Explore the evidence. Solve puzzles. Okay. All right. So do you work together? I guess there's no competition, so you definitely can play solo. There's different books and other things as well. Books or games we call. Cool, in different settings. So $50 base pledge, $9 for the expansion, a bunch of add-ons. That's kind of cool. Shipping. Something different, so like a bit of a murder mystery box. Right, next I've got is Reef Ruins with their expansion. Just funded, 270 backers. 1 to 100 players. We Draft Games. $19 for the base, $50. Friendly local game store. Everything new. It's a roll and write game with satisfying combos, crunchy yet approachable spatial puzzles. Use dice representing a 3-headed hydra who teams up with otters to search ruins, gain and enchant treasures. How to play, there's a video, how to play overview. Matching set of sheets instead of mixing things up and playing with different reefs. So you get bonuses, okay. Need 1 day to unlock the ruins, and players can either place 1 or both of the remaining dice into the ruin. Okay. Achievements need at least 2 dice. Gain immediate bonus. Reefs. Reefs are puzzles where you can find pearls. Okay, so it's like dice allocation. Cool. Alrighty, and there's our shipping down here. Gonna move along. Crystal Age, 90 backers, still needs a lot more to fund. A fantasy board game for 1 to 4 players. Control powerful order to defeat exotic creatures and acquire their abilities. Gravitar Games, €45, €70, €120. Legendary. Okay, so we've got a huge mini in the middle. Some player boards. Okay. Get some attack dice. Acrylic standees, I love that. Big standee person. That's what the pledges. It's got unique mechanics. So there's a wall, the biomes, the crater. The higher the corruption, the greater the power. Then deck with unique creatures and abilities. Okay. Choose a path wisely so you more organic. Face the corruption co-op solo mode. So it's normally competitive. Okay. You cover solo modes, all heroes fight together in an Epilogue. It's one of the lords of corruption. And you become the corruption PvP mode. So there's a few different modes. Play, that's excellent. So there's a video there to watch. Co-op playthrough, it's excellent because that's where I'll be watching solo co-op mode. So again, another one's promising a few different modes. Stretch goals and shipping down here. View estimate shipping, so I have to click on that. All right, X1 I've got is Mutagen. It's funded, 280 backers, customizable workplace game set in a biopunk universe. I don't know what a biopunk is, some steampunk. Trendy games. Worker pledge £35, 45 pounds. The Mutagen, £79 for the keeper pledge. Okay. Looks like the what's his name? Can't remember the guy that does like the Shem Phillips artwork. Crew members can be modified, so it's like the 20 epic zombies thing. Okay, so I've heard of Solar Storm. So we get in the game. And how to play. That's what I want. Takes me almost halfway down to find out how to play. Active location. Choose a location to activate and gains prominent ability. Activate worker. Each location has a different benefit for each worker type. Activate mutation. So that's pretty cool. You put on the meeple. Or it makes them stronger to get more benefits, I guess. Yeah, David Digby does the solo. So there's an Automa that you play against. Decision deck that you probably draw from. Yeah, that's what it's going to do based on what situation's happening. Okay, cool. Tabletop simulator. And we'll go to there's playthroughs down here. So what's his name? Paul Grogan does one. Slicker Drips does one. He's good for the solo. And there's shipping right here. All right, let's get going. A few more to go. State Raise the Realm. Almost there. Not quite fun. 117 backers. Rod Games. $65 for base game. $25 for deluxe. 1 to 5 players. Take on the role of a medieval noble and set out to build the most powerful estate. Asymmetric player boards, 50 plus unique estates. The first in a trilogy. So promising more games coming. Play an estate card, draw estate cards, produce on cards in a state. So it's kind of engine building, I guess. And then scoring victory points. Yeah, playthroughs. People doing some playthroughs here. Few of them excellent. Estimated shipping. Where we're at. Next one, Desolito. 4,055 Australian, so it's just funded. Attractive Town, draft and tile placement board game. Sui Works, 4,500 yen, I think that's the urban yen, Japan, yeah. 8,500 for Metropolis. City planning, beautiful city with vast fields of flowers. Helping the Bien-Être city grow. Draft and tile placement game. How to play. Planning phase, placement phase, and a check phase. Choose and take one land tile. Okay. Place at the bottom of the player's construction planning board. And fourth land, and so I say grab 4, then you get to play them out. Okay, so it's like a little strategy. Once you get 4 of them, then you can put them out. Okay. Interesting. And you get points. The tabletop simulator. Some components here where you get in the shipping. Reviewer. There's one video there for reviews as well. There's some shipping down here. Right, next one I've got is Epilogue. Finish your story. About halfway funded. People, cooperative, tell the story of your final moments. Was it shenanigans, tragedy, or a whole factory of banana peels? What do we got here? We've got the deconstructed version with the game. You as the star of the game. How on earth did you get here? You'll form words using fragments to tell the story of your group's final moments. Okay. More like a party game. I wonder how this works solo. So how to play there. Okay. Tell me much how to play. Sure, I could be reading a bit more in depth. There's not much there. I mean, there's a video here how to play, so I'd go straight to that if you're interested in seeing what's happening. And the last game I got for the week is Talismans in the Mist. Roll and write and click. 11 backers, so it needs a bit more support. A solo RPG adventure, roll and click, and the Lost Shaman. €8 or €28 for this trilogy. Single player, roll and write, click game, requiring a device. Instant play on itch.io. You need 4 sides of dice. I was just providing some paper, I imagine. Try a demo. Pay your player so you get some stats, explore the maze, buy some special stuff, fight monsters. I assume it's dice play for monster fights. There's the timeline, no need shipping. So you just download it. That's what I got for the week, guys. I think Gamecrafter went through the ones last week that were already there. So that'll be it for the week. Another big week. For me personally, the first 2 that I had there, probably either the solo game of the month or Sublime Dark, is my picks of the week. Depending what your theme is into, what kind of mechanics you're into, obviously. Anyway, guys, please tell me what you like of the week, what you're thinking of backing for this week. And until then, guys, next week, the Crush Your Gaming Thirst. Play solo.